Boom, text them both, whatever. Cool. It's going good. Like I'm finally hey, I'm finally outside. Like, yeah, like I'm finally young, saying, what's up? Yo, 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 you're not prescribed with the realness, where we say the things your friends won't say and your man gonna lie about. It's your boy, Dewey Rice, and we is in the studio today with a solo episode, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? Hello. How y'all doing? If it's a new listener, what's up? What's up? What's up with you? Nice to meet you. If it's the family, you already know what's up. How y'all doing today? So today for me, we record on a Sunday. I feel real relaxed and real like rejuvenated because a nigga went to yoga this morning. That was amazing. Shout out to Adi for that. She got her little, her yoga instruction. Why do we always put little in front of everything? Like she got her yoga instructor like licensure accreditation and she running classes. So like shout out to Adi. It was really cool. He was doing, you feel me, the little upward dog, downward dog, couple other things. What was it? The tree? Was it the tree position or like, I don't know. It was a couple of them motherfucking things, but it was cool. So we went to yoga this morning. Got brunch with my friend Bree. Shout out to her. We had a good little talk, you know what I'm saying? Talk about life. And it's just wild to me that like niggas is really grown. Like we are really grown. Like I'm 30. Like we talking about careers and shit. We not just having like little childish ass talks at the table. Like we're talking about careers and like livelihood and shit. Like it's just crazy. So speaking of lively shit, life updates for your boy. Life is going well. You know what I'm saying? We staying on top of our rent. Our car payment, we just found some new insurance. So I'm insured by some new people. So that's nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say why I'm insured by some new people, but like my old insurance might have dropped me. I don't know. Like they might have dropped me, but it's cool because we backed up. So we got some new insurance. What else? Shit. I don't know. Life is going good. Like job is going cool. Back in the gym. Oh, I'm like, yeah, let me update y'all on that too. So my Achilles, like we're still a little tight, but we're better though. Like we're walking again. I don't know if y'all can tell if y'all follow me on Instagram and shit. Like we walking again, we strutting and shit like that. Like we back on our feet, back on our good foot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm 2 feet in. That's been cool. I'm not in physical therapy anymore. So that's kind of sad, but like, still doing like calf raises and shit. The Achilles, they would not tell you, but that shit'll really take you out. But we back. So we back doing that. Everything else is good. We're back in the gym. You know what I'm saying? My mental as well. We fell off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We've had our days, but my mental as well. And yeah, so I really came here today to talk about this, right? And the reason why I think it's so funny is because I think that, well, okay, let me back up. Okay, no, I'm here because of this, but I think that I just think every time a nigga talks about, or a man, let's say man, I'm not gonna say nigga. Every time a man talks about his emotions and he's standing on some type of business and he's, you know what I'm saying, he trying to stand on what he said and da. It gives sassy, or it gives like, oh, you're in your feelings. It's like, I'll never feel like it's a good time. It's never a good time for a man to be in his feelings, or a man to be boisterous, or a man to be vulnerable. And not saying that because I know we on this whole little trend of vulnerability and like emotional intelligence. No, I'm saying like anytime a nigga opens his mouth about how he feels or what's going on, it always seems to get translated wrong. And I've done an episode on this before. So I've said like, oh, I feel like it's not a safe space. I'm not saying that today. What I'm saying is let these niggas talk. You know what I'm saying? And shut the fuck up. That's what we're going to do. Let these niggas talk and shut the fuck up. If you going to ask me how I feel, hear me and be able to like really accept what I'm saying. So to even start with this, what I asked like a couple weeks ago, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I asked, what was the question I asked? I said, what is one thing you've done to shake a heartbreak? Now, the reason why I asked this question is because you know what? Like in my 10-year of dating and shit like that, and like my journey of dating, I honestly could say I've been salty before, right? I've been, salty, little like, oh, chest tight, little hurt, you know what I'm saying? Little like disappointed. But I don't think I probably went through like, let me think. Cause I started asking people this. I probably went through like one real heartbreak, maybe two, but one real like couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, literally, not really couldn't eat, but like, I ain't want it. I don't want to eat today. I'm chilling. But this was in high school. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I haven't experienced like, let me take a step back. When I think about heartbreak, the only time I could really think that I was really hurt was literally in high school. And my girlfriend, loved her so fucking much. Like, that was my world, right? Like, she was everything to me. Like, what? Like, that's my girl. What? But she started dating a nigga that I was like grew up with. And so I was just like, wait, what? Like, so you always be off and on motherfuckers. And so me and her used to be off and on in our little high school days. Like, we don't talk to each other, walk in the hallway, don't speak, like, cool, girl, whatever. But I know at the end of the day, like in a week and a half, you're gonna be my girlfriend again. Well, this time, guys, that didn't happen, right? So she didn't get back with me. It was a summer. It was going into senior year, and it was a summer. So I'm thinking, like, boom, she, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get my girl back. So I get a call from one of my friends, and she's a cheerleader at this time. And he a football player. And so I get a call. I get a call that these motherfuckers walked out the locker room together. Huh? They did what? Yeah, so-and-so and so-and-so. I think they talking. I'm like, there's no way they're talking. Like, we're not together, but like, there's no way they're talking. Boom. Find out they talking. These hoes, not these hoes, but these motherfuckers got in a whole relationship. I think they dated throughout, because I had moved schools. So like, it didn't feel real, but like, I moved schools, like, not for that, but I had moved schools to go play basketball for my dad. But I'm saying, like, I didn't have to see it, but like, that was a big heartbreak for me. I went to a new school, not really lost my girlfriend, but lost my girlfriend type shit, really down and out. So around that time, I could really feel like, damn, my heart might have been broken, or I was definitely salty. So then when I get into my older years, I can't really think of a time that I've been salty for sure. Like I done been sick for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, not can't eat, but low key, like, I ain't really trying to talk to nobody right now. Like, I need a moment. I've been in that space, but I can't really say that I've been like down bad, like heartbroken. And there's a few reasons for that too. I think that, and the reason why I'm saying that, I think that before I never really, like, through in my early 20s, I never gave women that, like, that green card to like really be able to be deep into my feelings. Like, I definitely fucked with motherfuckers. I definitely felt for them and shit like that. But I don't think that I was able to like peel back that onion. You feel me? That I started peeling back as I was getting older, right? And so I started getting older, and I started developing like deeper relationships with these women, because I started peeling the onion back. Like, I was really like a nigga that I expressed myself, but like, I would probably say it and then just leave it there. But like now in these older, you know what I'm saying, in these older years, I really am starting to be more, you know what I'm saying, vulnerable, and I've communicated my feelings. And one thing though, for real, I've been able to become in touch with my feelings, because I started therapy, and I started like, unpacking that childhood trauma, and I started really like learning myself. And so this last situation I was in, some years, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like throughout my older years, I really started unpeeling the onion. And so I asked a question on Instagram, and I said, again, what's one thing that you've done to shake a heartbreak? Hey, by the way, my dad texted me and said, all right, where you at? Can you text him and say I'm here? Because he's coming to pick up that money. So I asked that question, and these answers really made me be like, no, nigga, you got to get on the motherfucking mic. Like, you got to get on the mic. You got to talk about this, because although it's funny and I enjoy the laughs, and I enjoy like being funny, and like kind of making a joke out of my, you know what I'm saying, my hurt, or my like, or like the, what do you call that? The down. What is that called? Hurt out of, I like making jokes out of, like, what is that called, bro? Like making jokes out of bad things. Like, not dark humor though, but like, I laugh at my pain. There it is. I'm a nigga that will laugh at my pain before you find me in the corner crying. So after reading some of these responses, bro, I really started thinking like, damn, like we as people really might be fucked up. Like, because I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this. Have y'all ever heard of the saying, get over somebody, get under somebody to get over somebody, you get under somebody else? Cool. Heard that, right? Heard that, then did that, didn't work, right? So But I feel like also I was just telling my friend this. I feel like my shit when I used to do that, like say a girl get mad and we stop talking and whatever, it was cool because I already got 3 people on the roster. So you're mad at me, cool. I'm just gonna fuck with the other 2, and now they have a little bit more time to fuck with me. Like this is awesome. Like no big deal, right? But when you get into a spot where you're kind of like turning that roster down, or you don't really fuck with that many people as you used to, then that's when you start to feel. So I feel like that's where, you feel me, I ended up today. Right, cool. So I want to first read some of these responses, and then I want to talk in on that whole like getting under somebody, because honestly, bro, this shit is ghetto as fuck. And I'm going to tell y'all based on my experience how ghetto this shit really how ghetto this shit really is. So as I'm coming through a couple, like I'm gonna read y'all a couple of responses that people said. Like, so somebody said, got a new boo. Cool, because I said, what's one thing to do for heartbreak? Got a new boo. We got that. So we're gonna kind of talk through the whole like getting under somebody to get over somebody else. Somebody else said broke someone else's heart. Fuck with that one too, because that usually happens too. Another one cried and spoke words of affirmation to my bottle of wine. Definitely happy on the liquor. Somebody else said took a solo trip to find myself again, in quotation. So these are just a couple that's coming in. Like they really get good, y'all. Like they really do get good. But I want to tune into that broke someone else's heart. So I was thinking about this the other day too. When I read that, I'm like, damn, broke somebody else's heart. It's never intentional though. You feel me? It's never intentional. But I think what happens is we are under this idea that like, okay, this person is on my life, so I need to add somebody else to it. You only adding them to it really to fill that void. It's not because you really fuck with them. Like, let's be honest, like some people be cool, but like after, you know what I'm saying, after a date or two, you like, oh babe, you're done. Like this isn't fun. Like for example, I was out. It's so funny. I was out and I seen a friend when I was I see one of my friends when I was out, in this new like era of quote unquote dating. And I was chilling. I was having a great time. Like I really was kicking it. And they was like, oh, you're bored. And I'm just like, what? Like, no, I'm not bored. I'm chilling. Like, this is different. Like getting to know somebody, dates and shit be different. Like your first date and your second date, you're gonna laugh with me. We gonna have a good laugh. We're gonna kick it a little bit. But like when you get to know somebody, those dinners and those, you know what I'm saying, those times are definitely different. But I thought it was so funny. And my friend texted me, was like, yeah, you're definitely bored. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like I'm chilling. So the whole breaking somebody's heart though, I think what happens is this is what's really fucking me up about the whole dating thing. First of all, like I said, dating is ghetto. Okay. Dating is motherfucking ghetto. So let me just say this to anybody out there that y'all got problems, you going through problems and shit. I'm not saying settle. I remember a couple episodes ago, Steph was like, oh, like, why would you know so many great things out there? Is it really? Because I don't know. Like, I don't know. So to anybody out there who is having problems with your mate and like y'all not seeing eye to eye, but like you might could go to sleep with this motherfucker. Like y'all might can make it happen. All I'm saying is like dive in, tap in. Like it might be worthwhile to just, you know what I'm saying, stay down where you at. Reason why I say this is the dating scene is very fucking ghetto. One, nobody wants to learn. I mean, not nobody. Most people don't want to learn somebody new. Like to learn somebody new, you have to learn habits. You have to learn patterns. You have to learn who they are like with liquor, without liquor. You have to learn who they are on their good days and their bad days. And it just be so fucking much that it's just like, bro, I would rather just talk to myself. Like, I'd rather just talk to myself. You know what I'm saying? When I get horny, beat my meat. You know what I'm saying? Do my little thing, because this shit out here is just hella fucking ghetto, right? So back to the things, because I got a story for y'all on how ghetto this really gets, but I'm trying, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Okay, cool. So Googled how to heal my heartbreak. Yeah, people definitely have done that. Found some new pussy 3 hours later. Absolutely, right? So get under somebody else is still the same, what you call that? What word am I looking for? It's still the same kind of, what word am I looking for? It's still the same kind of theme. Yes. So the same kind of theme of like getting under somebody else. But like my question is like, how does that really work though? Because are you like you get under somebody else, but you still not over the last person? So the reason why I'm saying this is because I have really genuinely given myself time to really be like by myself. Like I really been tapped into my like, the content that I'm doing. I've been tapped into the gym because it's like what they say, you got to replace something for something else. So now that I'm not talking to a said person or like that, now I'm going to get into the other shit that I'm getting into. And I feel like pouring into myself has been way more successful than what I used to do, which was, you feel me? Oh, you gone? Okay, I'm going to fuck on her and I'm going to figure this out over here. Not really, but I'm not really invested or really care to be with her. And I think the thing that we be fucking up when it comes to dating is that like, yeah, we're having those conversations and yeah, we're saying like, oh, I'm not really looking for much, but like we do. We definitely be looking for something. Like I used to always say I'm looking for consistency, right? But like in that consistency, there's feelings that are growing. In that consistency, there are, fluids being, transferred. There's so many things being brought up in that consistency part that is damn near like you dating and you fucking with this person. And so I'm like, this time, I'm like, you know what? This time I really give myself some time to like really figure things out for myself and really tap into who I am as a person. And it's been working. It really has been working. But the motherfucking second I decided to get my feet wet, the motherfucking second I decided to get my feet wet, guess what happened to me? So I won't give you guys full details, but like I'm at the club, right? So boom, I'm gonna walk out through this little story. So boom, on Instagram, you be loving like when you heart somebody's shit on Instagram, that's kind of telling them like, oh, like I like your outfit or something, but like it low key be a slide. It's like no energy, no effort ass slide. So boom, it had been a couple weeks, you feel me? I had been ironing, seeing this little shorty or whatever for some time. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like she cool, like she can dress, she's pretty, like cool, like your aesthetic. Like, I'm all about aesthetic and whatever, right? So I'm like your aesthetic and shit, like cool. So I had like been liking her stories like she been liking mine. Well, at first, because I don't really do that because I don't, you feel me? Like, so she had liked my story a couple times and I kind of peeped it and I was like, I wonder if this is a slide or you just like what I'm putting out, like the content and things that I'm posting. So then it started being like all the time. So I'm like, So then I was on her page, you know what I'm saying? I like a little story too. So I'm going back and forth like, let's see what's really going on. So it's crazy because it had been going on for a minute. Like neither of us had said anything, which was cool. I was cool with that. Clearly she was cool with that, whatever. So she get to liking it. Dog, this one particular fucking night, there was a story liked. And so I was like, oh, okay. So I'm like, oh, where you about to go? Because we both was clearly going out. So she told me where she going. I told her where I'm going, whatever. I get to the club. Cool. We at the club, we having a good little time, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, boo, boo, ba, ba, you know what I'm saying? With the crew, like, whatever. So I go to this, so we get a bottle ran to us, but we're not in a section, so it didn't come with chasers, which I thought was very fucking ghetto, because how you giving us this bottle of Don and y'all not giving us no motherfucking chaser? Like, how does that work, right? So, boom, lady don't bring out a chaser or whatever, but I know some people over there, that I'm like, cool, I'm about to go get a chaser from them. So I go over there to their section, I get a chaser. While I'm over there, there's this girl looking at me, but I'm not really knowing, like, I'm not really paying attention to who it is. Boom. So I get my little chaser, boom. And, let me pull these out. I get my little chaser, boom. I walk it back over to where me and my friends are. So we take our little drinks and shit, we chilling. So then at some point, I had went back over to that section for something, maybe to talk or to get a drink. I don't know, whatever. So I go back over to the section and the girl tapped me and she like, hey, like, so I'm like, me, I'm a little slish. So I'm just like, I look down like, what's up? Like, she's cute. So I'm like, what's up? So she's like, I know you. Like, we have a friend. Like, I met you at so and so's house. And I'm like, huh? She's like, you're the Scorpio. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You so and so. She's like, yeah. So boom, she like hit me up. Okay, cool. So that happens. So now, like I told y'all, got the number from Miss, Loving Stories. And then I also got the number from, Miss Club. So boom, after, we start texting. So again, back to my normal point, I'm like, okay, I'm finally getting my feet wet in this shit. Like, I'm gonna try this shit out. I'm gonna try it out. I feel like I've sat with myself for a minute to really, process my feelings and how I feel and everything. So now it's time to do a little one too, right? So boom, texting both, whatever. Cool. It's going good. Like I'm finally hey, I'm finally outside. Like, yeah, like I'm finally saying what's up. So boom. About a week go by, or a couple of days go by. And so I'm really feeling like one of the Jones is like really kind of dry. Like you being dry with the text, but like some people just don't like texting. Other one, we're having a good conversation. So boom, I'm like, I'm gonna go see what, what she because let's go out, let's see each other in person so I can understand, like, can I kind of fill out what's up? So I asked her, like, you trying to get a drink, whatever. Shit's so ghetto. I'm like, trying to get a drink. She like, cool. So we gonna meet for a drink, whatever, common spot. We have a drink. We're kicking it. And so, long story short, we get a drink, have a good time. It's a ball. Like we fucked the club up. You feel me? Like we had a good time. And so I'm like, okay, cool. This is good. Like, okay, cool. Like again, it's ghetto as fuck, but I'm like, damn, this ain't as ghetto as I thought it could be. So boom, it's like, cool, this is cool. Like, right? So we had one bar or whatever. That was cool. Then I was like, oh, like kind of didn't want the night to end because we kicking this, we having a good time. Again, I keep having to reiterate, this is like my first time really being like outside. You feel me? I'm like, let's try it. Do that. So boom, we go to another bar, we chilling. And so she had told me that, her friend, you feel me, was babysitting her baby. And I was like, cool. Like, her kid. I'm gonna say baby, her kid. So I'm like, cool. Like, that's what's up, whatever. Now, mind y'all, again, like I told y'all, I got both numbers like that earlier that week. So it was no pressure, no nothing. So me and the other shorty is texting too because I'm just out. Like, it's no pressure. Like, whatever. We getting our feet wet. So I was texting the other girl. And so when we was at the other bar, of course, I'm not a rude nigga. Like, I do be on my phone, but I feel like if we're like talking and shit, like at the table or like I feel like I'm gonna be attentive. I'm gonna be there. So I'm trying to be attentive and I'm not being on my phone type shit. So when I text old girl back, she's like, I was like, oh, you still up? Like, say what you doing? Like, whatever. Cause I went to the bathroom. So I'm like, okay. When I'm on my way back up the steps, I'm like, I'm shooting my text out. Pow, 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 pow. So I text old girl and she like, oh, nothing. Like, I'm about to, I'm tired or whatever, but I'm babysitting for my friend. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no motherfucking way. I'm not even say God, but ain't no way God would do this. Like, not my first time being outside. I didn't say we done working on ourselves. We always work on ourselves, but I said like we're gonna try it. Like, attractive women, we're gonna just try it. Like, it ain't fuck women. Like, like we're gonna try this. I know that the girl I'm out with right now, her friend that I'm texting as well, is not watching her kid. So I'm like, there's no way. So I'm like, okay, yeah, no, there's no way this could happen to me. Literally, there's no fucking way, right? So we gotta go back up. We get another drink. We chilling. It's really a good time. So night ends. Boom. Drop her off. Whatever. Cool. Now, we're going to continue texting because it was a good time, and I'm going to continue texting another girl because I'm single and I can do that. And so this is what's happening. And so finally, I get on Instagram and I see that, like, oh no, they're really friends. Like, this is really homegirl. Like, homegirl are really friends. Because I was thinking, I ain't going to lie to y'all. I ain't going to cap. I was thinking this can work. Okay? If they not really like friends like that, they might just be in passing. This can work. One here, one there. It could work because, again, we single. We just filling it out. But then I found out how, like, close they was. I was like, this is not going to go over well. Like, this ain't going to go over well. You feel me? But I'm just like, how in the hell, my first time really being back outside, I get friends? How does that happen? Like, how genuinely, though, how does it happen? Which adds to my idea that this shit is really fucking ghetto. Like, it's ghetto as hell. And, like, it makes me feel like I don't want no parts of these streets. Like, when people used to say the streets was ghetto, the streets is really ghetto as fuck. y'all. Like, I really want y'all to know, like, the streets is ghetto as shit. So again, to the peers that might be watching or listening, and y'all feel like your nigga and your bitch ain't shit, and it ain't really done nothing too bad, stay with them. Like, work it out, because it's really, it don't get, I don't want to say it don't get no better, but really that grass don't be no greener. And I'm not saying that for the people that I've dated, like, after the situation. I'm just saying in general, like, this shit really gets ghetto. Like, you really have to start, like, learning, like, yourself, and then learning the people that you are, like, dating and associating yourself with. So let's go back to some other shit. So back to the question. Somebody said, get the fuck under somebody else. So we've had that 4 times. We are really confused out here, y'all. We've had that 4 times. Get up under somebody else. That does not work. Like, yeah, it might, but you fall the risk of getting bad dick and bad pussy. So you try and be up under somebody, but you getting bad head, bad dick, bad pussy, all bad, just to say you fucking somebody else. When genuinely, like, you're really fucking them, but you're also thinking about your person. Now, if the dick and if the sex is good, you might get a little bit of like, ooh, they're kind of out your mind, right? But genuinely, like, you still really love and think about your motherfucker. Like, let's just call a spade, right? Somebody said making some money. I do believe in that. Like, making you some money, you know what I'm saying? Get you some bread, get in the gym. Yeah, those things work. Somebody else just said hit the gym, get fit on their ass. Definitely never fall off. Somebody said God. Okay, God and pray. How well does that work for y'all? Not being funny. Like, I know, like, faith, people's faith is different. Is that how you say it? Or people's, like, relationship with God is different. And shit like that. No, wow, I shouldn't have said that. People's relationship with God. People's relationship with God is very different. Everybody's looks different. So some people did say pray. I got 2 prays and then 1 saying God, which I definitely believe in that. Like, I definitely believe that one. Simple pop bottles, babe. Pop bottles, absolutely. But then at what point are we just drinking the pain away, but the pain gonna be there when we wake up? So that's cool. It says shake this ass. Definitely go kick it. Somebody else said they got a second job and found a new hobby, which definitely happens. Again, I want to say this just based on my own experiences. I would say going through heartbreak, like, you really got to replace it with something positive for you. Not just because people talking about it, not just because, oh, I've seen it on Instagram. No, for you. What fits for you? So, like, boom, I like to read. Okay, cool. I want to go to Barnes. I'm gonna go to Barnes and Noble on a Saturday when I used to be with my bitch. I'm gonna go to Barnes and Noble. I used to be with my girl. We do this. I'm gonna go to Barnes and Noble on a Saturday because I like to read and it aligns with who I am. Right? Cool. Another one. Somebody said got in the gym. Everybody keeps saying get a new boo. Somebody just said got a new boo. Like, literally everybody says that. Now, this girl said this. She said nothing. That's why I'm still fucked up. And that's some honest ass shit, bro. Because I think that it takes a real woman, a real man to really identify, like, when they were hurt, or if they're hurt, when they were hurt, how they were hurt. You know what I'm saying? It takes time to process and know, like, maybe, really weed through, like, the whys and all those things, but, like, to really just be like, you know what, I'm not okay. I'm hurt. I'm fucked up. And you know what I mean? Shout out to you, girl, for saying that. And I would say this. I think that that's what happened to me this go round. Like, again, I asked about heartbreak because I really wanted to know, like, how people deal with it, because it was feeling like this could be like an idea of what people would say is a heartbreak. But after I really started thinking about it, like, it wasn't a thing that was, like, broken. It was just kind of like, definitely my feelings was hurt. Like, my feelings was big hurt, like, real shit. Like, and I would say that to anybody. Like, my feelings were hurt. I felt like in my situation, I tried to not make something out of nothing, because it was something, but I tried to, like, be the person that was like, you know what, like, cool, even though this is I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like that, I'm gonna still try to make it work, because we done been in this thing, we done did this thing for some time, so how can this shit work and be conducive for the both of us? And for me to even say that, this just kind of wild as fuck, because what the fuck, like, I might be really a grown man, like, what, like, how do we make this work for the both of us? And she just wasn't working. But again, like the girl said, she was fucked up about it. I was salty for some time, but I think the reason why I think this time I really felt like, damn, I'm really salty, is because I gave myself time to sit with myself and really be like, damn, you know what? You can't really be mad because you tried. Like, you did your due diligence, but you tried. So I'm about to really speak towards the men, because I think that it really fucking sucks, and I'll be the first to say it, to be a man who has worked on yourself, who has be, you was very shut off to the world, not really shut off to the world, but shut off to like your feelings and the idea of like expressing yourself and being vulnerable. And then like I was talking about earlier, peeling back that onion. So you start peeling back that onion, you start doing more work on yourself, and then you started to see it differently. You feel me? Like I started to see it differently. Like, okay, I could have done better in this situation. Could have done better here. I could have been vocal here. So then you start instilling those things and doing those things, and you still get the same result. Now I'm salty. Now I'm like, damn, I liked it better when I was, you know what I'm saying? Fuck nigga Dewey. Like, fuck nigga Dewey got way more. Like when I tell y'all, when you do, it just seems to me when you do the most crazy, outlandish, fucked up shit, you get more rewards. I don't know. I don't know how this works. And maybe it's because like, I don't know how this works. But like when I was my doggest nigga, I felt like I got the most, I got the most out of the return. And so now being this like grown, like healed, like healthy man, it's like, bitch, just try to play. Like, you really try to play with me. And I don't like it. So speaking to when it comes to men and it comes to like heartbreak, I think that it's hard for men to be vulnerable one already, right? We already know that. And I'm not saying that this works for all men. I'm just saying for me. Like it was already hard for me to be vulnerable. So then when I got to the place of being vulnerable and expressing, I'm still feeling like we not connecting. So now I feel like I'm being played with. And now I feel like I gotta make a decision for myself. And so when it came to making a decision for myself, I think another thing that women forget or people forget is that like now in 2024, niggas have standards. We got standards too. Like for so long, it used to just be like women ran the narrative. And it was like, oh, pussy is power. And so we gonna do what we need to do to fit her and be with her. Like, nah. Today, niggas is like, no, you don't got enough to be with me. And I think that we are confused. Like women be so confused by the idea of like, I'm not just going for anything no more. And I can speak for myself. I've been in a position where I just went with the flow. I always just say that if y'all go to some old episodes, I'm always like, oh, let's just go with the flow. Like it's whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? To go left, right, I'm with it. Like, let's just go with the flow. No, I'm not. I'm no longer going with no motherfucking flow if I don't like it. If I don't like the flow, I'm not going. I'm not getting in the car. I'm not getting on the train. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm not doing it. So I think now in today's society, you do see a lot of, oh, he's sassy or he's this, because niggas are stating their standards. Niggas are saying now what they are and what they're not going through, because guess what? Niggas are in better positions. For so long, women have ran this shit, which shout out to women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Better jobs, better, you know what I'm saying? Usually got y'all's house and y'all's car before us type shit. I know all my women had their own places and I just got mine. So like, always have been better on paper, always have been better in that rim, right? Always had they shit together. And so I feel like now that niggas are saying like, no, I'm going for it, I'm standing on it, it's a problem. And for me, not my little fake, it's not fake, but it definitely don't. Does anybody watch Telltime? Mine's just not. Don't have the right time on it. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So I think now that like in 2024, and I think it's hard for my friends to translate. It's hard for people around me to translate that know what I've been through or know what I used to do or what I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's in me, not on me type shit. You feel me? So I think that it's hard for people to be like, oh, he's hurt or he feeling, it's okay for him to feel the way, because it don't be. But my thing is this, like, I think it's okay, just like women can stand on business, it's okay for niggas to stand on business too. And I feel like we be so fucked up when a man stand on business, like, usually the first one to leave usually do be a woman. Cause we do, like, niggas put up with a lot of shit. It be a lot of shit behind the scenes that people don't see. The only thing we see is dick and pussy. The only thing we see is like cheating or whatever. It'd be a lot of manipulation, a lot of control. It'd be a lot of different things behind the scenes that a man might just knock off his shoulder because, you know what I'm saying, he just gonna move that way. For example, me, I know that I definitely just knocked off some shit. Like it was shit that I just didn't. It got to a point for me where it was like shit that I'm just not willing to compromise on. Like, yeah, I've done my thing. You've done your thing. Like, yeah, we've all made mistakes, but like this shit, I just feel like you can't fix certain shit that's just in you. And like, when it gets to that point of this is just who that person is, bro, you gotta make a decision for yourself. And I feel like for me, like, oh, you make a decision for yourself, it's not being taken serious, or it's just kind of like, oh, well, but you, no, I'm tired of those conversations because at the end of the day, if this is how I felt and it wasn't received the right way that I felt like it needed to be received because of who I am at this point in time, then I'm cool. Like, it's more than that than just, you feel me, some, again, it's more than just dick and pussy when it comes to, when we're talking about like life and livelihood and the person that you are literally going to, or you should be like wanting to start a family with, or wanting to, you know what I'm saying, see longevity with. Certain things just need to be fixed. And I think that now in this day and age that niggas are now saying like, I'm not going for that, or my girl gotta have that. We often like, oh, she gotta have a fat ass and some titties or whatever. Morals. What about the morals? Where are you trying to go? Not even about goals, but like, who are you deep down? Like, who are you when you mad at me? Like, I want to know that. That's what I'm gonna start asking. Who are you when you get mad at your nigga? If you're the type that's gonna go fuck on me because you're mad at me, I don't want it. I don't want it. If you're the type that's not going, you don't hold standards for yourself, the same ones you hold for me, you hold for other niggas, I don't want it. Like, I want you to be, like, literally, I was having a conversation with this girl the other day, and I was like, if that is your standard, and if that is your standard, and that is your boundary, I respect it. But I don't have to adhere to it. So but dead ass, like, I want a person, I want people that's gonna be like, this is what I said, and that's what it is. Period. Not saying you can't compromise, but if this is your standard and who you are as a person, that shit, I've said it before, that shit is not going to change. Yes, we grow. Yes, we, see new things and like, oh, new perspectives. But like, if I'm literally saying, I don't want a bitch that smokes cigs, you're never going to see me with somebody that smokes cigarettes. It's not happening because that's not what I want. Now, have I got some cigarette pussy? Yeah, back in college, I really definitely feel like I got cigarette pussy back in college. I definitely feel like the white girl smoked cigarettes. But like after that, no. Like, no. Somebody I'm really, no. If I'm investing, no, it's not happening, bro. Like, you're not going to see it. And for me, I can never, it really be fucking me up when I see like, or hear somebody tell me that this is a standard that they have and you don't adhere to it. It's always different for each person. And to me, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, right? But that's just my little rant. So back to what I was saying. I think that I know that it's definitely okay for a man to feel away. And I think we need to be more open to hearing how men feel, because I do feel like we do keep a lot of things in. It's okay for a nigga to be hurt. It's okay for him to feel. And I do think, especially for me, just because I've done my thing throughout the years, that does not define who I am today. You feel me? What's today? April 21st. April 21st, Dewey is definitely different from the Dewey 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago. Like, motherfuckers want to keep putting me on this, you want to keep putting me on what you call that? Like, say a board. And we back in 2021. Like, why are we still talking about some shit I did in 2021? I'm sorry. Like, you feel me? Like, that was me. But now in this day and age, that's not what's going on. So don't hold me to that same shit. And when I say don't hold me to it, don't be like, oh, well, you did this. Whoa, you liked her in 2021, so it's okay in 2024. No, it's not. Because I didn't lie in the last 6 months or the last year. So no, I don't think it's okay. But what I have seen though, that ain't just me. With niggas, it'd be like, oh, well, he was fucking on that bitch before, so it's cool. You can go. No, it's not. The niggas say it's not okay. It's not okay. I think now, again, in 2024, niggas have standards, and they sticking with them. They sticking with them. And y'all better get on with it. Women have had standards for forever. And so now that a man is having standards, I think y'all need to strap it the fuck up. And if he say this is how he feel, he gonna stand on business, you have to respect it. So I kind of want to really talk my shit. I asked that question. I really think that it was very funny to me on some of the responses being like just getting into somebody else, because I really do feel like that fucks us up. And I really wanted to talk about how ghetto dating was, because I feel like it's such a fucking cycle. So like, again, get up under somebody else. So I'm gonna get up under you. This is my last thing. I'm gonna get up under you. We fucking good because it's giving that. It's giving good sex, so we fucking good. We have a good. I'm gonna put myself in him. We fucking good because I can fuck good, right? Good comment. Well, I don't know. You have to ask. I don't know if I can fuck good, right? So we're having sex, right? We're having a good conversation. I'm cool. We getting along. We doing our 1-2. You're having a good time because you're gonna have a good time. Now you like me really a lot. You like me a lot. Like you clinched on you like me a lot. But I don't like you like that because I really still want my ex bitch. Now what? Now you starting to feel like energy is different. You starting to feel like this is a switch up. I'm not seeing you as much. We're not going on many dates. Now we stop talking. You get with the next nigga. And now the next nigga, he really is invested. He really wants you. He really wants to make this work. He really sees a future with you. But because you were fucked up by what Dewey did, now this next nigga or whoever the guy is, whoever the guy that really wasn't like that, right? Now you and a new guy, he's very intentional about you, whatever. Now this new guy, he really wants you, but you kind of like, fuck niggas. Like that last nigga played with me. Like I'm cool, like whatever. So now you going into it like, I just looking for consistency. Now he fall for you. Y'all start doing y'all's 1-2. He fall for you, but you really don't like this nigga. You just there because you trying to fill the void before. Now y'all don't work. He's hurt. He's a really hurt ass nigga because he really invested and went hard. He posted you on his Instagram. He put you on his story. And now he really salty. Now the next girl that might have been intentional, you feel me? The next girl that might have been intentional about him, now it's literally a fucking cycle, bro. And I feel like if we just take a second, identify when you're hurt, identify when you salty, sit the fuck down and really process it with yourself, the dating scene could be so much better. You know what I'm saying? Because the stories I hear is ridiculous. My stories be ridiculous, but the stories I hear, ridiculous. What are we doing? So I just feel like if you are out there, you going through heartbreak, you feel me, ended things with your nigga, your lady, your man or your lady, and you are, you know what I'm saying? Tap into things that really matter to you. Tap into things that matter to you. Tap into your, you know what I'm saying, your hobbies. Find a new hobby. Like I went to yoga today. It was pretty cool. I want to try Pilates. Heard about Pilates too. But tap into different things that align with you and stop tapping into, because I get it. Like I get it. I ain't fucked in a while. I get it. But stop allowing that to put us in more fucked up ass, confusing ass situations. It doesn't make sense. It's not conducive to us or our mental. It don't make no sense when you could just sit the fuck down, take your time to yourself, and not even saying like work on yourself, but take some time to yourself. Don't devote it to another person that ain't worth shit either. And then maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe the scene would be much better. And then maybe we could really, you know what I'm saying, really be out here and do our 1-2. So yeah, that's the thing. That's all I had to really say. Yeah, pour into yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be blessed out here, bruh. A lot of things on the way. I'm very excited. Well, that's me wrapping up. Right, cool. So I'm very excited for what's to come. We definitely doing the pool party, like I said. Definitely working on that. What's some other things we doing? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Tap into the social media. So official DR, my personal page for more, you know what I'm saying, lifestyle content, some fits, some things like that. You know what I'm saying? We trying to do our little 1-2. Tap into the podcast page, prescribe DR_, and then prescribe DR Instagram and on Twitter and on TikTok too. And the official DR on TikTok as well. There ain't no underscores or nothing on that, I don't think. It might be underscore, maybe, possibly. Yeah. Might be underscore on the TikTok. But yeah, tap in. Get into it, bro. Thank y'all for listening today. I feel so like zen. You know what I'm saying? I went to yoga, I feel zen and shit. But yeah, to subscribe with the realness, where we say the things your friends won't say, your man gonna lie about, and we out.